What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of 4 Dummies, and tonight I am joined with the other 3 dummies. I have Mr. Jisk One.
Yo, what's happening?
I have Robert Detoff.
Hello.
I have Mrs. Skullface.
Hello.
And tonight we're going to continue on with the collection critiques. You know the drill. Check your feelings at the door. They have no place here. But we're going to jump right into this with a type of furniture that we haven't seen used very often, the cube type style. This is from Alexis, and they're in there. They're in there.
That's a Calyx?
It's a masterpiece collection, and unfortunately, you got to make a decision here whether you want more cubes or less toys.
Talk about bad cube, am I right?
Well, okay, in all fairness, I feel like something, again, is to be said on the colors you pick. You've got a birch and a gray, and is that the problem? Could this be different if you had a backing and a difference in color on the trim?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Lighting.
No, they still need to be broken up. There's just too much going on here, and the jet modes, anything that's in jet mode for alt mode does not work immediately. And I would actually go as far as to say that I don't think any of the alt modes work in this period, unfortunately.
It doesn't work height or width wise. These shelves are tough. I do think you need to back them. I do think they need to be lit. These should be 1 figure per square.
Yes.
Maybe 2 if it's smaller.
Yes, I would say yes. I would
maybe even 3.
Yeah, I would say 1 to 3 max. And if you've done anything more than that, you're wrong. I would honestly, you didn't break the bank on this furniture, and I didn't break the bank on mine either. But this might be worth rethinking completely, getting this out of there.
Yeah,
it needs. I don't think there's any salvaging this, especially with the amount of pieces that you have, and you have high quality pieces. So you might as well get something nice to put them in. This might come down to the old Jisk phrase of putting thousands of dollars of stuff in $60 cases.
I like having the skinny billies for singular pieces or maybe double, 2 on one shelf, but I'm hesitant to have them next to each other because I don't want to have this pattern on my wall.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell, with the space. I don't know if the room is small or if it's just a narrow room. It's hard to see, but even the way the 2 pieces are stuck together in the corner, it just doesn't quite work. It's time to redo that furniture. I hope you didn't just buy this furniture.
Now, if you see in the first picture all the way to the left, it looks like he might be toying with the idea of doing dioramas for them, and that could theoretically really change the perception of this.
Yeah,
they don't look like they fit.
I was gonna say you still have too many pieces.
Yeah,
excuse me, per shelf. Sorry.
Yeah. He's still gonna have to or she, Alexis. Someone's gonna have to thin it out. But this Dio approach, which is basically glorified risers, right, is what he's done here, or she's done here. But this could make a huge impact if it all started to look more uniformed in that regard. I don't know though. I would still consider rethinking the whole space furniture wise.
And you're cluttering it. You got to spread it out, bro.
Yeah, I think you're right. You just hit that point where you just have to go you were just collecting and bought stuff just to fill this collection space, and now it's time to go. All right, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing with this? What's your goal?
See, I think that the Legends display might work better in the little cubes.
Yep.
On the risers. So you take the risers, you fill them with legends in the little cube, and then you move the masterpiece stuff to cases like this or something else, and I think that might help put you on the right track.
Oh, Bobby Inside Face. Dude's got to purge his boxes. Get rid of your boxes, dude. If you got rid of your boxes. Is that Kang's toys? He's got Kang toys there.
Yeah.
Get rid of your boxes.
He's got a lot of stuff, and he's got a lot of nice stuff. Unfortunately, it's a furniture issue, but the furniture that you have might work well for those Legends. You might just need to rework it.
All right.
Robert's
buying right now. Robert's buying. You should hit him up. He'll buy some stuff for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Let's move on. This is Carlos. Not a whole lot to talk about here. A lot of glass. So much glass, in fact, that it's almost challenging to figure out what I'm looking at.
Jared, are they just in the middle of the room, or are they against the wall?
Yeah,
I'm gonna call that the Times Square.
I think it's.
Does he have a mirror back?
I think it's a mirror back. It's like Inception glass.
He sent these in during Christmas. That's how far we're behind.
Yeah. Actually, you're probably not too far off with that, honestly.
I mean,
I see the Christmas tree in the background.
He's he's really trying to occupy the spaces responsibly. If you look, that's I think it's the lighting that's him up.
The lighting and the too much glass. Like this might be the spot where he needs those black walls on the back.
This might be something that doesn't photograph well, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I do think it is. I think having the mirror behind it, it's too much. And then with the lights that you have, it just makes it too Las Vegas. But I do like that you have the 3 up high. Like I like the setup of your details. I do think you probably just need to black out the backs.
Yeah, I don't hate that either. And I like that none of these are overcrowded.
Oh, but what do you think about that top middle, the top 3 middle, Bobby, on the top? See what he's got there? He's got Star Wars.
Yeah, he's got a Millennium Falcon. I like the X-Wings particularly that's like up on that stand. Oh, he's got the IDWs down at the bottom, the collections. I think that like this is how you occupy a DTOF.
Right.
Like in a lot of ways. Like a lot of this looks perfect in this DTOF. Like the dragon thing. Even though it's like, excuse me, pardon me, it still works. Just Galvatron by himself. Grimlock by himself with the little Grimlock in front. The Overlord. Like just like he didn't overdo it. It's well done. I think just get rid of those lights, get dioders, and then put the black paper or whatever it is, or the wrap around the back glass of those DTOFs, and I think that you'll completely change this space.
What about the fact that he's got the middle raised?
I think that makes it look interesting.
Cool. And this is why I think it works, because on the 2 that are on the floor, he's got these tall bots, but then he put just the small Star Wars ships. So the top of their heads and the ships creates one solid line. Like it looks even on the top.
Yeah.
It doesn't look out of place, even though the 3 are raised. Like that balances it out. So I think that's what's making it not look strange.
Yeah. I think that this this works. This like the retooling that's needed here is minor.
Shout out to the Times Square.
Yeah, it's busy, and like like I think that just like Laura was saying, with taking a picture of it's probably challenging, and I think it's probably super challenging because of just layers of glass and mirrors, and like it's like the Hall of Mirrors. He's got the old school MP Megatron with like the G1 Megatron gun sitting in front of it. Like I think that actually works pretty well. Like there's a lot of little smart shelves here. It's actually interesting seeing that like doing like what Jisk was talking about doing with the alt mode and the robot mode, but he's doing the alt mode with the G1 and the robot mode with the Masterpiece. Like,
yeah, I thought about that too, but it just wasn't for me.
It's kind of cool though. I kind of dig it. Dig it.
Life's a ditch.
Yeah, life's a ditch.
I just dig it.
All right, let's move on. This is from Quang.
I love how Spider-Man's peeking out. Like, hello.
So this dude's basement looks like a straight up store.
Yeah.
Well, it is Quang Toys.
That's probably what it is. Yeah, whoa, look at that.
There's something kind of interesting about that.
Ooh,
this dude's whole collection is crazy. Dude, look at the chandelier is wild. You can tell this guy's insane. Robert, this guy, and the carpet, you got the shining carpet and this chandelier in the same room.
I will show you right now.
This guy's a madman. I'm just going to say, just so you don't hurt us, that your collection looks great, and keep it up.
Bobby Skullface's home address is in the...
Hey, Bobby, did you see his Han and the Carbonite? Look at the ET page. He's behind ET.
He's got the ET with the wife beater.
Yeah, but look behind that.
Carbonite.
Dude, it's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby jealous face.
Man, I don't know where to begin.
Dude,
this is one of these things where it's like a museum, and it almost just works because it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's like this is like randomness and kind of busyness done to the max, so it ends up looking appropriate.
Why does E.T. look like he's seen some
Dude,
that finger shouldn't be bent that way.
The fact
that
it
had to have had a store.
He had to have had a store.
What the is this?
What are those?
What's up with that ceiling fixture? Jesus, where do you live?
Those things in the back that are like monsters. Like one's like an elephant.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at him.
Where are you looking?
And then he robbed some high school library for their couch, but it still kind of works.
Yeah, I mean,
if anything, if I would critique, because it's so weird and it's so interesting, you got so much weird stuff. I just think it needs a way to break up. Like it just looks too white. Everything looks too washed out. So you just need a way to break it up, but don't change the way you have it set up. It just looks. It's weird enough to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why it does, but it does.
It's crazy.
Shout out to balancing your floor with the dragon and a unicorn, Mac.
Yeah, dude, it's so so crazy, it's right.
Right. Dude, look at this. Like, go to the ET page and look at the car in the top right corner. Just take off that little half curtain thing you got on the window.
And then he's got
but I don't know, man. It's weird.
He's got like the type of lockers that are at like an amusement park when you get on the slip and slide.
Interestingly, okay, under the car to the right, under the car, that skeleton with the X eyes, that's like some modern art dude.
Yeah, so that's a dude. Cause is his name.
He's got like a life-size gremlin next to the giant Viking Lego. Listen, dude, Bobby, don't even air this. We're dead. Don't even air this.
I do feel like this is the thing. The next thing, like some creepy lady's gonna crawl out of my TV because I've seen this collection.
What's with the moth?
Dude, the life-size gremlin, the like ET's holding that frog. You think ET seen shit? That frog has seen some.
That frog has no.
He's got
Han is like, I've seen enough.
He's got a G1, for lack of a better term, Jabba the Hutt just sitting on the floor.
Oh my god!
It's just so random that like it makes me want to just be there to like really have the time to look around.
What about Bobby?
Yeah, me too.
See Bobby Jarface? Do you
see that's Bobby? What I did. I just said it. I just said it in the chat. I love that. It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Let's just go to I'm going to just start pointing out why I think some of this stuff works, especially in this room with the Han and Carbonite, is you have they're packed shelves, but they're not all the same. Like Transformers are relatively the same height, which I don't think they work. But this, you have a lot of different stuff breaking up the space. The shelves aren't all they're like symmetrical, but they're also not. Yeah. You know, where you got this art on the wall, like you just have done a lot with the space.
Yeah,
it's crazy as it is. At least it looks like you thought about like, oh, okay, this is what it's going to go here.
What's funny
but again, the window's the worst thing about it to me. But what are you going to do?
What's funny is in that first picture, he has this like Batman the Animated Series collection that's like really done nicely in details. And if this was anybody else's collection, I would say it looks great, but it looks out of place here because it's not random and crazy. It's like organized and put together.
It was nice.
Yeah, you need like 40 more figures in there.
Yeah, with like I don't know, like a cartoon otter.
Need a bunch of skulls, dude. What is this?
What's Bobby's sad skull face? That's what I want to know.
The one on the back one. Yeah, looks like a Terminator skull. These flowers in here.
This is weird. You know what? I mean, dude, this is the stuff of nightmares.
What are these penis mushroom head things?
I don't want to see this anymore.
And you see his Transformers.
No, I like it.
He's got his Transformers like all in two different cases. Like one's in the back and then one's in the front. Yeah, I dig this. I dig this guy's whole setup because it makes me feel like I'm in a store. Like it's like he decorated his house to look like a store.
What are the monsters? What are they from? I don't know. Did he make them and paint them?
I do think, man, the art that he has, like just the hand-drawn art that's in a lot of those, like he had it in the Batman one, and then it looks like he has someone that looks, maybe it's like an old samurai one behind one. I don't know what that is. It looks like it may be.
I would guess
cool.
I would guess that the Batman ones are all official. That they're all like Bruce Timm or Paul Dini or one of those type of, one of those guys that was involved with the cartoon.
In one shot, there's no garbage on his floor, but in the other,
I saw that.
Of course you did.
Look at I'm gonna say, what's your address? I want to come and look at this stuff in person.
Yeah, I would come.
No, you don't.
No, I do. It's cool.
And like he's got like the comic book racks and stuff. Like it all just lends itself to like looking like a store. I think it's really smart. Like it's crazy, but it's smart.
You know what's smart is that you're complimenting.
I mean, just like what can you say? Yeah, it's so.
It is bizarre. Like his interests are just all over the place. There has to be a story to this.
I hope you are crazy.
I know. Like the biggest disappointment would be if it wasn't.
Yeah, if he was just like a boring dude. He's like, oh no, I just kept building it, and this is what happened.
Yeah.
Did you say you knew what the light was from?
I did not.
No, I have no idea what that's from.
I kind of feel like everything that's in this room is in here for a reason.
I agree.
Like, I think those lockers have to be from something. I think that chandelier is from something. Like, I think everything that's in here has a significance to it.
I want to see this guy's incognito search history.
All right, here we go. Let's continue. So, moving on to the next one. These pictures aren't the best, so be forewarned, but this is from Gary. So, let me tell you what I like. Everything's lit. I'm not sure that the layout works as he has it, but I'm not sure that it's not fixable. If like you take those floating shelves, you raise them up, you get some of these little cubes. Another one with the cubes, like two cubes. Get them up off the floor. I don't think this is bad. That one needs to be broken up, the one with Unicron on it, but that's all I got.
Can you mix Marvel, Street Fighter, and whatnot with Transformers? Can you?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's weird. See, it's like when you compare it to the last one where things are like kind of all over the place, it works. But when you have everything in their own special place, like you have all these Transformers in their special place, and then you have this one that's just so random, then it seems weird.
Bobby in his special place.
And then he's also big on this alt mode stuff. Like like once again, like many have tried, but few have accomplished it. Like it doesn't really work, especially in these little cubes.
I would recommend that you can't have brown shelves like that with black shelves. I like the white and black, but if you're going to do that, those cubes should be black. You're not going to fade them into the wall because there's still tons of contrast to the lighting, and the white of the rest of your room is black and white.
Hold on a second.
You got to go with that. You got to flow with that.
Well, that's why the white shelves work. The white shelves are because it's white shelves, white lights, the wall behind it's white. It just kind of washes everything out, so you just see the figure. It's the same as black.
It's white. The walls are white. The lights are white. But because of that, the shelves are no longer white visually. They are a darker shade. So you can't just go, oh, well, that's white and that's white. They are darker. So it actually clashes, even though everything's white. You've got to go the opposite. And since everything else seems so black and white, you got to go with that. You can't have some stuff like this reddish brown finish, like a pine.
Oh, I agree. I think he needs to make them all white or all black.
The brackets are black, and maybe that works. If that shelf was white, a floating shelf can be white if the brackets are black. But then you've got the black shelf with the white brackets, which looks cool. But I would suggest that tic-tac-toe display should be black against all the white lights and white wall.
Yeah,
it would look sick, I think.
What I find so surprising is how well placed and spaced out things are in this one particular Transformers cube set that he has, but like the overall space is cramped. Like how those floating shelves are just so low when they could be much higher and just open up that space a bit more. It's like he was able to figure out what most seemingly don't. You know what I mean? But then he just got so close and then cramped it up with those floating shelves at the end.
It's almost like he wanted those floating shelves on top for combinders.
Combinders.
Yeah, you can't have your other floating shelves right up to the ceiling, and then the nice, sick-looking black one with the white brackets are too low.
And then I think that one shelf looks cool with Megatron underneath.
Yeah, with the brown one.
Yeah. I think that's
kind of shelf's weird, bro. With the brown,
the color is weird, but like the layout is well done.
Just prime that and paint it, man.
Yeah, agreed. So yeah, that's about all. Does anybody have any other hot take for this? The alt mode, robot mode, man. Good luck. You got to have a lot of space to pull that off, and I don't know what your space logistics look like, but from looking at the pictures, it doesn't seem like you have the space to pull it off.
The open back calyx is like you can't do that unless if you have a solid color wall behind you, but not with blinds or you know what I mean? Like something like that.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very
Agreed.
distracting. It takes away.
Agreed.
All I have to say is Laura whispers loudly.
There's the one shelf where you got it's the Omega Supremes, and then above it you have the movie bots. Them being so close to the ceiling makes their heads look really small and feel like they're like all their necks are pushed in.
Yeah, but at least it's well laid out though. Like generally speaking, like it's not too crowded. Like they're spaced well. Like you can.
I like Springer dodging a curtain rod.
Don't it just look good with big bots at Legends? Don't that look good?
I think that shelf with the big bots and I do. I think that's the best shelf there.
But you know what the problem there is? This is my problem. You got Omega. Omega goes, like in my mind, I don't know why, but with the Dinobots. Superion, you gotta just have like Prime and maybe the core Autobots. Get that Fans Toys blue thing out of there. Why is Menasor there? The only reason Menasor is there is because you have him. Maybe you have Omega, Superion, and then have risers in the middle for some of the Legends.
Ironically, my favorite shelf is I love the one that's like the top of the cubes where it's just the alt modes lined up across and it has the jets flying over top.
Yeah.
Like that looks really good.
Weren't you just trashing that?
I know. Like I said, this stuff is spaced well. It's that it's the furniture is too cramped, and it doesn't need to be.
You know what I would do?
The lighting is wrong on that, though.
If I was Bobby Skullface and I had a lot of time on my hands and I had some like cuticles that needed biting, I would make a just in the wall behind that, just have like dust clouds of from the cartoon with the dust clouds from the cars on the highway.
All right, so the last one for tonight is, in my opinion, one of the most, probably actually, no, scratch that, the most impressive 1/6 scale collections I've ever seen displayed, and it's from Calum. And it's nothing short of spectacular. It looks perfect. It's like a museum.
I'm going to trash it now.
Go for it.
I like the Leia lightsaber thing.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah.
What is Bobby? What is that on top of that display with the Leia thing? What is that?
It's 3 seashells.
No, it's 4. Is that like an Ewok?
I don't know.
Dinner? Is that like an Ewok champagne glass display? What is that?
No clue. But it looks right.
So those are all hot toys.
What's this?
Yeah, those are all hot toys.
All of them? No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Let me walk that back. The top row is Sideshow, Tweeterhead statues, 1/5 scale, He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and Thundercats. And then I can't tell what he's got all the way over to the left.
You got trash.
I can't tell what that creature is.
Oh, he's got the barge. He's got the barge off on the wall like a piece of Look at him. And then he's got sharks.
It's a Skeksis.
He's like, you know what? I like sharks. I like sharks more.
Yeah, this is, I told him when I first saw this that this was just a phenomenal job.
What are these displays?
Magic case.
Oh, there's glass.
Yeah, because you can get
optional. Yeah, they have glass.
Yeah, there's so many different options that you can do with them.
And you didn't opt for glass bottoms?
No, it wouldn't have really made sense for what I have going on. But for this, I think it's spectacular.
I like the black bottoms over the glass bottoms. I mean, it works in this one because it's balanced out.
And it works because they're smaller pieces, I think. But
yeah, like the spacing's right. It's not overcrowded. It fits. You got the pyramid, or what would you call it, the pharaoh? Like, look at the way the emperor is just set up in the pharaoh.
That's my favorite
formation.
Those are all hot toys?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Calum, what the is wrong with you?
No, it looks cool.
Yeah,
who's that on the right? Who's that on the right, Bobby? On the right next to Luke.
So that's not a Hot Toys. That's a sideshow Obi-Wan, and it's like a mythos Obi-Wan, like what he was like between Episode 3 and Episode 4.
Homeless one, hobo one.
Yeah, hobo one. It looks.
I
great,
do think the lightsaber hilts though too. Like Laura said, that setup's cool as shit.
Yeah. It's amazing. He knows that he's got a good-looking display, so he sent in a picture also to show everybody that it's not always this way, and that everybody takes a while to get to those stages, and it's not always perfect, and that's what we get to see here.
How big is Calum's house? That's all I gotta say. Look at that. He's got an arcade game. Is that Miss Pac-Man?
Yeah.
This looks like it's a garage that was reformatted. I think this was a garage that was reformatted. Maybe not, but that's what it looks like, just with that door.
Molding.
With the screen door in the back.
That is not a garage.
I can't.
Which is a bit wild. You got a screen door on the inside.
He's got a stepladder blocking Miss Pac-Man. Damn. I want to look at the trash. He's got Phoenix lying next to what looks like a hamburger.
It does look like a hamburger
on top of something,
dude. But if you had a collection like this, that's where you'd put Phoenix too.
That's true. Look at Ed 209.
He's got his gamer chair with a T on it for Calum T, with a fan blowing up to dry out his.
I want to see Dick Tracy's Rogues Gallery.
I want to see a proper nun, and then I want to see a naughty nun. And then I want to see a skull face nun.